So,
hello and welcome to this very special interview in which we have the chairman on agriculture of the House of Representatives, Honorable Zinna of um, Bapulu County, District 1. Honorable Noma, it's good to have you on this interview, sir.
thank you so much.
Okay, firstly, we say congratulations on your election and how do you want to describe your election to the House of Representatives?
Well, let me say firstly thanks to the loving citizens of Bapulu County, Bapulu District for giving me the opportunity to represent them at that level at the 55th legislature. I want to say thanks so much to Franti Kufa for giving me the opportunity to serve as chairman on agriculture. So I want to be grateful and thankful to the people of Bapulu County and large the people of Liberia.
Okay, someone watching this interview would like to know who is Zinna.
Thank you, Zinna, born in Bapulu County, grew up in Bapulu County, school in Monrovia, and father from Bapulu County, mother from Bapulu County. So Zinna is a kind-hearted man, grew up in Bapulu County, love the people so much, and serve the people today as representative of Bapulu County District number 1.
So that goes straight into business. You were selected to chair the House Committee on Agriculture. First of all, what do you make of your selection or your appointment as chairman on agriculture?
Let me say once again, thank you to the citizens of Bapulu County. During my campaign period, that one of my pillars that I discussed on agriculture to make sure to see how we can empower people when it comes to the agricultural sector. So once again, I want to say thanks to the Speaker of the 55th, or Franti Kofa, for appointing me to serve in that direction as a chair on agriculture. So I want to assure the Liberian people that every sector across the country, when it comes to agriculture, going to be viable.
This government, the Joseph Boga-led government, speaks about prioritizing agriculture. As a chair on agriculture at the House of Representatives, what role will you play in helping central government achieve this agenda?
One of the things, if I have the opportunity to reach to President Bwaka, one of the things I want the central government to prioritize in every public schools, it must be one of the key major subjects. You got to graduate from high school, going to the University of Liberia before you know about agriculture. Every public school across the country, they must prioritize that subject, agriculture. That when you go to that school and learn agriculture, when you come from that school, you prioritize agriculture. So every child that will come from that public school, even private school, they must prioritize agriculture. So when you graduate from high school, you not need to go to the University of Liberia before you learn agriculture. When you come from there, you prioritize agriculture. When you go back home, you will try to plant some of the crops to make sure that can help our people in the future to come. That it will be one of our things that when we meet the president, will be telling the president, Mr. President, there's a need we prioritize agriculture in every sector, especially when it comes to the schools.
Well, agriculture is being taught in various high school, public and private. But are you talking about, for example, schools having their own backyard gardens, school growing, crops? So budget teaching agriculture, produce should be coming out of those schools.
Of course, the schools teach agriculture, but not at that level. In short, to say, they not really teach the children agriculture in the various schools. The agriculture minister can stand tall and emphasize on that, because when you ask some of the students what one of your major subjects, some of them will tell you say mathematics, some of them will tell you say science, but they want to talk about agriculture because they're not real teachers in school. But if you teaching that in school, I can assure the citizens of Liberia, we will make sure every sector across the nation that agriculture will be one of the key factors within our country. So there's a need of agriculture minister go to every schools and go to the education sector and say, you got to emphasize on agriculture.
So, as chair on agriculture, your oversight is the Ministry of Agriculture. What will you be telling them if you meet them?
One of the things I will be telling the agriculture ministers, hey, because you got a lot of dollar funds that come across agriculture. Agriculture is the bread basket of the country. Some of the things that will come to agriculture, you don't find it in the 15 counties. You go to some of the towns and villages, you ask our farmers, classes they are in needs. Some of the machines that will come to the agriculture sector, you don't find it in the towns and villages. We want to say no to that. It's our responsibility, our self-responsibility. Let's agree, you look at the agriculture ministers, receive 5 machines or 15 machines for the 15 counties. Each one of the counties carrying 5 machines. Let's agree 5 machines to each one of the counties. When you go to, let's agree, Lofa supposed to receive 5 machines. When you go to Lofa only receive 4 machines. But when you go to the agriculture minister telling you, say, the 5 machines are sent to Lofa County, and when you go to the agriculture coordinator in Lofa, they will give you update of the 5 machines. When you go to the agriculture coordinator in Lofa, will be telling you, say, I receive only 4 machines. For me, from Gbapulu County, and sitting as the chairperson on agriculture, when I get to Gbapulu County, I will be asking the coordinator for agriculture in Gbapulu County, you receive 5 machines. When you say you receive 5 machines, my district coordinator within that district got to work closely with the agriculture coordinator and reach to every sector that you get the 5 machines to the vendors. Who knows? You may say you receive 5 machines, but you reach to the very farmer to say they hasn't yet received anything. And they would bring that blank report to me, and I would sit down and say, oh yeah, my people receive 5 machines. I said no to that. They will work closely, my district coordinator will work closely with the agriculture coordinators and make sure they can reach to every farmers to make sure they receive their items.
So, Honorable Norman, my experience here at the legislature, mostly when this land ministry come before hearings, take, for example, the Minister of Agriculture, they talk about non-budget support. How will your office, as chair on agriculture, work with the committee on ways, means, and finance for budgetary allocation to the Ministry of Agriculture?
I said during my campaign period, I lay on 5 different bases during my campaign time. I talk about agriculture, I talk about youth empowerment, I talk about empowering the women, I talk about the health sector, I talk a lot of things during my campaign period. And one of the key things I was emphasizing on is on agriculture. Per the budget, that when we came at the 55th, we came the 54-hour budget of reviewing. We said they should send it back to the executive. And when they come back to the 55th, we sit, and some of us here on agriculture, we prioritize the agriculture sector to the higher extent. That when they get fast and there for the agriculture, we don't deem it necessary to pass that budget, we stand tall to make sure they can add that budget or to make sure the agriculture sector runs. Because it's the bread basket of the country. We're not going to take it lightly. Because mind you, you go to Gbapulu County and are sitting, the woman from the farm depend on farming to send her child to the schools. Because if you're not prioritize agriculture, at the end of the day, you will find a lawmaker house jam-packed. And some old being, they come here farming. Like you got about 4 towns. I agree, you got Broad Street, you got Cinco, you got Pinsville. You combine the 3 various towns together and make a very big, if the cassava farm you're going to make it large. And make sure you combine the 3 towns together, make it one, and put it on their bag and say, the XYZ towns support, produce the carry bag and put it to the market for sale. When you sell that, you can put that in your budget, you can put that in your cover to support your children or support the health sectors. Because man, you know, every day, sometimes to even get ambulance to come to the various needs, it's hard. So you can run to your cover and take from that agricultural cover and see how you can support that child at sick or support that child at other schools. So there are a lot of things we got to work around here.
So I want to transition a bit to the chamber of the House of Representatives. I've been monitoring you for some time. You are like acting like you've been all hands in the business of legislative politics. What's your own understanding? How do you read this current 55th legislature?
The 55th came for change. I can show you the 55th of the legislature, they came for change. Honor the speaker J Fonati Kufa. Today, when you go to the Chima, today you can see change your hands on marks. You find every marks on every desk.
There are still microphone passing around instead of every desk having a microphone.
During the 54th, you ever had any desk? You ever had any microphone on decks during the 54th?
Let agree that the numbers of microphones have increased. Like what the 54th, you have just 2 microphones circulating the chambers, but now you have maybe about 6 or 7 microphones around, which is, the number is inadequate for some of the 3 lawmakers.
Thank you. We are getting there now. During the 54th, you ever saw that you went to sessions and you had AC hitting you? But now you can see AC hitting you. You go to session, the first time I appeared in session, I had my fan. I was blowing for almost 2 hours in session.
So I think the difference here is that you have also on the 3 lawmakers sitting in a chamber, like unlike the 54th, you hardly see the full number in attendance. So
I want to say this. So if you had 2 persons in chamber, is that a right to get AC to blow you? You gotta be having 72 lawmakers before you have AC. I want to say no to that. I want to say no to that. But right when you even have 2 persons in chamber, you must get an AC in that building.
So you are boasting of modernization on this 55th.
Of course. Like agree, you are sitting here right now, like the speaker of the 55th from Tikofa about to talk to me. He want to see me in office. You will send a chief of office staff to come to my office. We say no. Watch and see. Few days from now, every chief of staff, every officers will have telephone on the desk. That when the speaker want to talk to or Zinna number from Babylon County, you got to say chief of office staff or a protocol say, go me talk to that man or call me on my telephone. You will call the desk phone and ask the receptionist, is our number in office? Then that office staff will say, yeah, our number is in office. There's a need the speaker want to talk to him. I walk and go upstairs. We got to see other people how to run the legislature. In there, we watch to see. We not talk too much, but we listen more and talk less. I can show you before the 6 years can elapse, there will be a lot of changes in the 55th.
Okay. No, you spoke about a lot of issues, and let me applaud you for your fast you're one of your fast learner. So let's go back to your legislative journey. You are a young man, and you have more feature in your favor. So what are your plans? Because your performance paved road for all the young people in the district. What are your plans for the district, your legislative plan?
Thank you. Let me say thanks to the press. I love that. Like I regularly say, I campaign on 5 pillars. One, I will discuss the education sector. Under my watch in Buffalo County, I didn't want to say this to the press, but I will say this to the press. Under my watch in Buffalo County, there will be no public schools. It will be the first time in the history of Liberia. If it happened before, maybe at that time I wasn't born. Under my watch, there will be no public school across my district going to buy public uniform. I said that to my people, and I'm crystal clear to that. Every student from the public school, I say private school, will get uniform every year of your school. That you're not going to buy. Because you know you're going to do that? When you do that, the old man on that farm, man, they say that going to the farm, not going to buy uniform. The only thing she'll be thinking about is to go to the farm and get food for the child and bring it to the house. Afterward, the child get food to eat. But the first more thing, man, they say will be thinking how to buy uniform for that kids and for them more to get food. How many crops you going to take from the farm to bring to sell before you buy uniform and buy wearing for the child back there and get ready for class? Then you find a lot of children will not go to school because of uniform. Under my watch in Babylon County, there will be no public schools. Students going to buy uniform are going to honor that cause. And we're going to put you across the 15th country. We'll be telling our police to do these things. Because man, you some of the budget that go to the county development fund, they don't prioritize these things. They only go talk about cleaning. We agree the health come first. They talk about latrine. They talk about buying motorbike for Paramount Chief. Coordinators, they're wrong. That's what people feel the impact of the budget in the districts or in the county. How are we going to do that? We will stand tall to advocate for some of these things. Number 2, the youth empowerment. And how are we going to empower youth? Not by giving them money, but the vocational schools. Go outside, we got partners that we can talk to bring to Babylon County to make sure you can honor red cost. You can bring partners, talk to partners, like the tailoring, the tie-dyeing, the mechanics. You gotta do that. Bombing, Reya got vocational schools, Reya in bombing. Where about Babylon County, we can do the same. We can do the same. So a lot of things we're going to work around for our people in Babylon County, Babylon District number 1.
You talk about education. You made a certain point on providing uniform for public students, but you did not address the issue of public schools not having teachers and education materials, but just uniform. How will you address that?
Thank you. You know, everything we want to burden the central government, we want to burden the executive. Because when you go in every county, some of the things the people facing when you come to the various school is the voluntary teachers. But the county setting got budget to every county. But some of the county don't prioritize the students. The first more thing, like I'm from district number 1, Babylon County, I want to prioritize every voluntary teachers. How am I going to do that? I'm going to take the money from my pocket. When we go to discuss the budget, how are you going to cross the 3 chiefdoms or the 3 electoral districts for my county? The first thing the lawmakers, they are responsible people. Get a budget fixed along with the DO for that district. Say the district DO must come for that county sitting. Then we know how many public schools or how many voluntary teachers will get within that district number 1 or district number 2. Let's agree you got 5 voluntary teachers within district number 1. And say our budget here at $5,000 in Babylon County. The $5,000 here will give $3,000 to the 3 electoral districts. And the oversight responsibility will be based, it will be responsible with the lawmaker within that district, the representative, along with the DO, your coordinator. You say in district number 1, you get 5 voluntary teachers. That 5 voluntary teachers will agree upon paying them 1,000, 1,000, or 500, 500 each. Afterward, when you do that payment through your office along with the DO, time for the next county sitting, you will come and get your report. How many voluntary teachers you have? 5 voluntary teachers, and the money allocated only last for only 1 year, and the 1 year elapsed. What the way forward to the following year? The end of the day, you'll find students going on campus every day. But when you go to some of the schools, the public schools, you find the children not in class. Because voluntary teachers are not coming there because you're not getting paid. And at the end of that, when you do that, when you prioritize the government school, the end of the day, bulk of the private school teacher will start coming to the government school because the private school, the government school teacher are getting paid on time. Then you find the private school booming. It means the government school booming now because teachers come because teachers from the government entity getting paid on time. Then government can come in to help in that process. We need to prioritize our not everything is the government. No. Babylon County, other county got development funding. We must prioritize the education sectors.
We are about to take leave of you. Your office is very busy. Is there anything we didn't ask you, maybe you want to conclude on it?
Nothing much. I just want to say thanks to the loving citizens of Babylon County. I love them so much. For my level, for me, I don't want to say much what I came from and where I am today, but the citizens of Babylon County know what I came from. I just want to urge the generation, young guys, keep focused. You can do the same. Maybe you can be senator tomorrow, or you can be president of the nation. Not about the size, but the mindset. I just want to encourage all the young guys across the country, be focused, and you can do the same. I want to say thanks to the Liberian people for giving me all the opportunity to serve as a representative of the 55th. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much. He is Honorable Zinna Norman, District 1 Babylon County Representative and Chairman on the House of Representatives Agriculture Committee. My name is Haji Masale. I say thanks so much for watching Spoon TV.